Hey, my little angels, come in, come in, come in, come in. I'm so happy you guys are here today. We have a lot to talk about. I have tea to spill. Well, it's not real tea, but you know what I mean. Come in, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Let me pull you in. I'm pulling you in. We have all 4 hammocks set up all along that wall. All 4 have the mats, and 3 of you comfortably. 4 of your friendly little angels. You know that. The big rocking chair is diagonal across from me. Yeah, that's it. You got it. And 2 of you will fit there. 1, 2. And you can pop the feet up. Pop the feet up. Good. I've got meditation cushions everywhere. Okay. That special one over there is for Christina. And I have some hardback chairs in a semicircle. And that's for those that need it. Like me, especially after this weekend. People, I have to tell you stories. It's a story day. I promised you that. Okay, so everybody have a seat and be comfy. Good. Now, I do have some beverages for you. Since we're spilling some tea, I made some tea. So we have orange pico, sweet orange, Earl Grey. I have decaf versions of all of this too. Green tea, because somebody told me I never serve green tea. So we have green tea. And I have chamomile, even though it's like chewing on flowers to me, but that's just me. And everybody's got an embossed mug. Okay, so help yourselves. And we have all the lighteners and sweeteners. I have vegan options, gluten-free options, lactose-free options, and sugar-free options. Now, for the chilled beverage. This is one of my favorite drinks, guys. This is, for me, is sugar-free cranberry juice and 7-Up Zero. But I just got these glasses. They're embossed with the cherry blossoms. You know how much I love my cherry blossoms, right? Isn't it beautiful? And I mentioned to Baby Angel that they had hydrangeas. I have not heard the end of it all weekend. I don't know why you didn't get the hydrangea. Why you didn't get the hydrangea? So I'm going back tonight and hoping. Winners is just like Marshall's here. I'm hoping they still have them. I think they do. I think they will. So choose what drinks you like. We have lots of ice cubes. Cheers. Slancha. Okay, I see we have new little angels. Hi guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and for becoming part of my channel, because now you're a little angel. Please give it a thumbs up. Please share it. Sharing is caring. If you silently watch, that's okay. I'm happy for the company. Pull up this chair, have a seat. If, however, you are comfortable commenting, please do. We love the comments on this channel. I love knowing what you're thinking and you're feeling, your ideas, your suggestions, your questions, all of it. And I love watching you guys interact. With each other. I've even seen some friendships forming, because when we connect like that, we take this great big world and go and make it smaller, and that's a really good thing, you guys. And please don't forget to tell me where you're from so that I can add a dot to the globe. Thank you. And please hit that subscribe button below. And hello, because we hit 37,000 this weekend, guys. Wow. Hello to all my little angels who are returning. Thank you guys for always making the world a little smaller and for making my world even bigger. My heart. Thank you. Okay, so, and please make sure you're still subscribed. Okay, I have life updates to tell you about. I have a whole story time, so get a chair, put your feet up, and listen in. All right, so let's start with something I didn't talk about. So, a couple months ago, Baby Angel went to visit my aunt and uncle. And she was still at school, so she was visiting me that weekend she came back. and Uncle Angel was working, and we had gone to the mall and we were having lunch, and she said, yeah, I was talking to Uncle Tim about, should I tell someone something or just after it happens, and he said it's way better to ask, forgiveness than permission. And I'm like, what do you have to tell me? And she said, oh, I can't tell you without Dad. And I'm like, no, now you have to tell me. You have to. She takes my hands, and immediately I said the thing that teenage girl parents say. Are you pregnant? No. I went through a whole list. She's like, would you stop guessing? I'm like, oh, you're not changing religions, are you? She's like, that's the one that bothered you? I'm like, that would be the one that, yeah. I would support her no matter what, though, guys. But she said, no, my roommate and I are going to get an apartment and live there while we go to school because it's such a far commute. It's like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay, I used to take the bus home from work. It was an hour and a half sometimes, but okay. I'm like, oh, okay. Neither one of you have jobs. Now, Baby Angel has savings, but still, you have no job. She's like, yeah, we're going to job fairs. We're going to get jobs. We figured out what we can afford. We figured out how much we have to work to get it. Okay. Uncle Angel, we were both being supportive. Okay. We will let you fly. That a parent's job to me is to give roots and wings. Roots so you know where to go, where you came from, and wings so you can go where you need to go. And watching them soar is beautiful. But inside, I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea. I just don't think this is a good idea. But I didn't say it. And I know my daughter, and I could see her struggling with the decision. But it was getting, we were talking about what furniture she could have, about we packed up, cups and mugs. In the meantime, she had to move from university back home. And so we were keeping everything in the garage because what's the point of unpacking it just to pack it up again? Anyway, she came down one night and I knew she was struggling with the decision. And I went, are you sure this is the right choice for you? And she's like, I don't know. She goes, it's a lot of money and they don't have jobs. And she goes, I don't want to go through all of my savings just, to have an apartment and have nothing to show for it at the end. And I'm like, that's true. And I said, well, what is it that you don't want to, like, I get that the commute. I said, but sometimes you have to commute to work and sometimes you have to commute, in life. And she's like, no, I know. She goes, I actually am okay with that now. And I said, is it that you're coming home? And she said, well, I've lived away for a year, so I thought I was supposed to get my own apartment now. And I'm like, who says that? A lot of people don't do that anymore. And I said, it's only first year university. And she goes, but my bedroom is so cramped and so small. And I'm like, well, then take the basement, because right now it's the man cave. But Uncle Angel and I had talked about it last year that we could always turn the basement into an apartment. And I said that we could turn it into an apartment for you. I said, it has a sink, but it doesn't have the bathroom. But I mean, you're still living at home. You're still allowed to use common areas, but it would be your own place. And we talked about like what's expected and, that kind of thing. And it's just mostly mutual respect. That's what we talked about. It was killing her to tell her roommate that she had changed her mind because she didn't want to lose her friend. And her roommate was good about it. She said, I'm not going to lie, I'm disappointed. But they did make plans to meet up, next year because the roommate lives out of town and was working for the summer. So, okay. Now came the big changeover, which I thought, how much work? Now, you have to bear in mind, with my long COVID, I have a really hard time with focus, and I get overwhelmed very easily. And I do not do well in chaos anymore. I used to be fine in the middle of chaos. I could handle it. Not anymore. So I had said, can we at least wait till after Ireland to do the switch? Okay, my daughter's just like me. All right, we're going to do something. Let's do it now. So it started out with, we're just going to move this down here. We're just going to move this. Okay, so we moved her furniture downstairs. That took so much work. Because we had gotten her good furniture. When you get rid of the kids' furniture, when she was 18, she asked for a bedroom, like a new bed, and I'm like, let's do a bedroom set, And we did get some on Amazon, and the tall boy dresser is beautiful. So we moved that down, and she's so creative because my father-in-law, when he passed away, he had tools. My goodness, he had tools. And I've told that story before about how we donated them to the Dominican, and a school was started for carpentry. That's how much stuff he had. But he had a giant Mastercraft red toolbox that we got at Sears back in the day. If you know, you know. And it's got all the little drawers and everything. And my husband's like, I don't know, it takes up a lot of space. And baby Angel was just like, can I have it? I'm like, I know you have a toolbox, but do you need a whole tool chest? She goes, yeah, that's where I'm going to keep all my makeup and my hair supply and all of that stuff. And the way it has a recessed top, it's basically a vanity. She's going to put a mirror there. And I'm like, you know what? That's so creative and brilliant. So that had to be moved, and that wasn't late. And then that meant cleaning out the basement. Now, years ago, we cleaned out the basement. Sorry, guys. I have the mic on so that I talk softly, but it picks up everything. And baby Angel's moving stuff in the basement, so I can hear that sound. And the bells you heard was Bella. Hi, Bells. So years and years ago, as a treat, as a surprise, we converted the basement, which was a catch-all for furniture nobody wanted. And you got to remember that we had my parents' stuff and my in-laws' stuff. So we had like 3 households worth of stuff down there. So we had converted it into a man cave for him. It took so much work. And we had ended up using 1-800-GUT-JUNK for a lot of crap that we donated what we could. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for recycling, reusing, repurposing, but we still ended up using 1-800-GUT-JUNK, which is a haul away service. And we like using them because they have garage sales every year, and the money goes to breast cancer. And both my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law have breast cancer, so anything to support them, we're going to. So we're looking all around, and when I tell you, Uncle Angel doesn't part with books, neither does baby Angel. I, however, believe books should be passed along. So the bookcases that are down there, and they had to be moved up, and all of Uncle Angel's books had to come up. Baby Angel was finally ready to get rid of all of her kid books. Well, Uncle Angel's 57. He can do anything. He can do it all, okay? But I'm watching him, and I'm like, this is lugging. This is up and down 3 flights of stairs, out the downstairs. And we're going to be loading up the cars several times. I said, you know what? I'm calling it. And he goes, you're calling what? And they both stopped because they thought I was going to say we're not doing this. I'm like, we're calling 1-800-GUT-JUNK because it's literally point and they take it away. Point and they take it away. He's like, no. He's like, but with Uncle Angel, he is a true Libra. You can't throw an idea at him. You have to plant the seed, walk away, and wait. Sure enough, he came to me, make the call. Can they come today? Now, yesterday was Victoria Day in Canada, so it's a statutory holiday. But I called and they're like, I said, is there any way they could come around 5? And he goes, yeah, they can come between 5 and 7. He goes, what do you have? And I'm like, this, a broken old treadmill. So that was fine. And I said, and books. We have so many books. The universe was looking after us. They're in the middle of a book drive specifically for kids. Oh my God. He said it's a children's book drive. And, you know, we give it to kids who need them. I'm like, you have no idea how much that means to me. That's so important to me. I said, now, I do have a lot of adult books. I said, no, regular books, not porn. The guy goes, pardon me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just meant grown-up book. Never mind. And I go, I'm going to stop talking. Do you take all books? He goes, we will take all books. And do a book drive. I said, okay. Seriously, guys, I cannot be trusted on my own. I was left unsupervised. So, then we had to go to IKEA because Uncle Angel's like, I don't want piecemeal bookcases up there. He goes, I want Billy bookcases, but I know you can get them in wood. And I'm like, then get them. My God, man, if you need them, get them. So we go all the way to IKEA. We're standing in the bin aisle, you know, and each box weighs nearly 70 pounds, and we needed 3. And he goes, well, do you think I can put that much in the car? I said, Brad, it's one person, basically. But I don't know that we'll have to put the seat down. One of us may have to stay. Like, we're trying to figure it out. I said, can we not just get them delivered? And he's like, IKEA delivers? I go, yes. And Baby Angel piped up and she goes, I joined the family plan when I was at uni because I got a lot of my cups and dish towels and things from IKEA. She goes, and I'm pretty sure that gets me free delivery. Okay. So I said, you know, they assemble too. He's like, really? Remember, guys, in less than 2 weeks, we're going to Ireland. So I'm like, do I really want them having to do 3 bookcases this weekend? Because it's really the only time. Yeah, so we toddle over. Sure enough, yep, it's free delivery, which would have cost $59. I would have paid it. Okay, I am at the age now, I will pay for the convenience. Okay, really. So then I'm like, okay, how much to get them assembled? And when can we get them assembled? And they said, it's $72. And I'm like, oh, that's like $222. He goes, no, it's $72 for all 3. Done. Book it. Done. And Uncle Angel, of course, no, I can do that. I don't need to spend $72. I said, you're doing this. I need you to do this. He's like, okay. So coming home, he's like, I love this. I love this. Now, because we moved Baby Angel's bed down there and my aunt and uncle stay with us, I said, they're not going to be able to do all those steps. You know, that's like a lot. That's one, like they're half flights, but it's still 1, 2, 3, 4 to go from the bedroom up to take a shower. And he said, well, I want to turn that room into my man cave, which is fine with me. But he doesn't want a TV. He wants it to be more like a reading area. He goes, we'll get a sofa bed so that when they stay with us, we can pull it out. Okay. And we, again, the universe was with us. We went to Leon's. They had a perfectly good, and we went for the memory foam mattress. And it was like less than half the price. Now we have to wait for it, but I'm like, we're going away. That's fine, you know? So, those 2 men from 1-800-GOT-JUNK, God bless them, they are saints. They were so fast. Now, we do make it easy, and they did thank us for that. We put things in piles, and we move it as close to going upstairs as we can. And guys, you know how I have all those essential oils? Well, I tried to give them away to someone who does candles and soaps and a couple people. I can't do it anymore because the smells are affecting my asthma. I don't know if it's working so closely with them or, you know, and I tried just doing them at short periods of time, but long COVID did a number on my lungs. So I'm like, I don't know what to do with them. I'm just going to have to let them go. And it's killing me because some of them aren't even opened. Again, the universe. I said to the gentleman, oh, in this box is essential oils. And he kind of looked at me like, really? And I said, yeah, I make my own perfumes and room sprays. And I said, but I can't do it because of allergies. I just said allergies. And he goes, what kind of scents do you have? I said, honey, I have everything. I have all of it. He goes, my wife and I do this. Like, we make things. Please, can you take them? Are you allowed? He goes, absolutely. Done. The universe. Thank you. You know, Holy Spirit was looking after me that day. So, it has been utter chaos this weekend, guys. Utter chaos. I can't help as much with the lifting, but I love my peeps. I love Uncle Angel and Baby Angel because they're like, get Mom up here. She can figure this out. And because they're like, we can't move this bed frame without taking it apart. And it's one of these that has little slats on both sides. So they would all have to be removed. And the two of them were just dreading it. And I'm like, you do not. I said, take the headboard off. And I noticed there's a hinge. I said, that's going to fold. And you can get it around the steps. Took a little bit, but they did it. And they're like, we would have taken the whole thing apart. So thank you. They both bowed to me. I got to wear the I'm Right t-shirt. We once got Uncle Angel a t-shirt that said I'm right, so that whenever he's right, he gets to wear the t-shirt. Pardon? Oh, thank you. You like my t-shirt today? I love this t-shirt. Isn't it beautiful? It's one of my Gigi & Co. t-shirts. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's cheerful. I love this shirt. And yeah, I have to pay like the exchange for the Canadian money because it's in the UK. And I pay customs when it gets here. And I've tried, guys. I have tried Etsy in Canada. They're just as expensive. And I love Gigi & Co. I love the care they put in their products. I love watching my stuff be packed in a video. I love the quality. And the price is comparable. Like even with the exchange and customs and things. I love them, okay? So yeah, back to Uncle Angel. So I got to wear an I'm Right t-shirt yesterday. So we're still waiting because there's no closet downstairs. So Baby Angel ordered herself, because she had put money aside to pay for this, a wardrobe, but it's open. Okay, I can't do it. It would drive me crazy. But that's what she likes. She likes that industrial look. So it's very eclectic, her taste, but she really liked that idea. And I said, you know, and if it does become too much, you can always get a room screen. Because I'll tell you about room screens. I used to watch this woman, Lynette something, and I can't remember her last name. If any of you are OG Canadians, I want to say Lynette Jennings, but I don't know if that's right. Anyways, she was the original DIY person, and she would do everything, electrical, plumbing, everything, and she'd make things. And she once went out to, and she bought those, you know, the full-length mirrors, and they have the little tiny wooden frame, and I think they were like $10. They used to be at Byway and Kmart and things for $10. So she bought 3. She went to the hardware store, bought hinges, like the fold. She attached them on each one, and then she added a base. She just took a wooden, and she screwed in the 2 ends so you could still fold it, and she made her own room screen. And she's like, and if you don't want the mirror, because I thought that was genius to have the full-length mirrors, she goes, still buy them for $10. You can wallpaper them, you can put silk on them, you can paint them, and make your own room screens. And I thought that was brilliant. Brilliant. And I did make it from when I lived at home with my parents. And then when I went to move, my mom asked if she could keep it. I don't know what happened to it after that, but yeah, it lasted for years and years. So, baby Angel almost, I think her room is pretty much set up. The room, the closet thing that we got from Amazon, that's coming today. So she'll probably put that together tonight. I know my child, she'll put that together tonight. She'll stay up all night. But it was just supposed to be 2 rooms. 1, 2 rooms. My studio got involved, and I'm for it. So we had that big antique desk. I've given you guys a tour of that room before, which I hate. I hated that desk. It was not functional. And filming at it was difficult because of the top part. So she said, wow, I like your desk. She goes, but you guys gave me my desk. And I'm like, I'll trade you. I need a desk in here for the computer and stuff, so I'll trade you. So we ended up trading desks. So much better for me. So much better. And she loves it down there. So I am now, we had a little wall unit, very narrow. It was for DVD and actually guys, it was for CDs. Okay, I'm dating myself, but I said I'm gonna put some of my crystals on that because I was thinking of a crystal shop role play, which is coming up, guys. I'll tell you in a minute about the 3 big videos I have coming up. I'm so excited. 4. Okay, but we'll get to that. I digress, and I need a drink. Okay, but while I remember, I have to give a shout out to Patricia. Hi, Patricia. Patricia's a little angel in the UK, and I love her comments, and she gave me the most brilliant idea today. I had talked about going to Ireland and getting my Kerrygold butter, and she said, and we were going to Waterford as well on the tour, and I was going to get like a Christmas ornament. I said something small, and she said, maybe you should get a butter dish for your Kerrygold butter. Yes, thank you, Patricia. Okay, so where was I? Oh yes. So I put my crystals on that bit because it's so narrow and it's dark wood. It's very enclosed and it doesn't let them shine or sparkle. So we have a wall unit in our family room, but it's 19 inches, and I measured and I have exactly 20 inches to play with. So it's 19 inches and it's open. So even if it's touching the bookcase that's beside it, it won't really matter. I can still reach in and get things. So I'm going to move that tonight up there. And that's what my crystals are going to be displayed on. I took down one of my crystal moon, the moon shelf, because it was too crowded. But now I have lots of wall space to play with because Uncle Angel's taking a bunch of his stuff. And like my father-in-law's hard hat and his baseball hat collection, he's taking those to the new man cave. So that studio, I can put more shelves for more purses there. I can also put more crystal shelves up too. So it's going to look really good and a lot more open and bright. And I'm going to film more videos there. So in Baby Angel's bedroom, when we bought her the bedroom set, was another wall unit, but it's eclectic. So it's like this, but it's not even. It's open. One is higher, one is lower. The middle it's just different. Okay, you'll see it soon. So here's what I'm doing, and here's where the videos are coming in. I am moving all of my perfumes in there, and yes, I have enough perfumes to fill a wall unit because, and that's going to be a video in itself too, but not yet, because guys, I have discovered new perfumes, and I am going to do an entire video on these new perfumes. They're Arabian perfumes, you know, Middle Eastern perfumes. They have the longevity so long, and they're just amazing, And maybe I'm a little, I understand on TikTok they're very popular. I don't have TikTok, but I'm mostly, the brands I'm dealing with are Latafa and Paris Corner, and I think I'm waiting for one more, so I think I'll have 10 to show you, and I'm going to describe them and tell you what they say the notes are, what I smell, because that's different. Now, my understanding is they're dupes. I don't do that. I'm going to tell you what it smells like to me and how much I like it or don't like it, because these are blind. I need a haircut so badly, but I'm doing it just before we go away. So that's going to be a video, and I think it's going to be an amazing video. Then we're doing a perfume store role-playing video that's very different and very special. It's going to be a rating perfume by categories video. So I'm basically going to do probably my top 5 in longevity, in compliment factor, in price point, in daytime, in evening, in summertime, winter, fall, spring. So I'm going to have, and some of them may be mentioned twice, but I thought you guys would like that. And if you don't think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments, please. Thank you. I think it's a great idea, personally. So that's a video that's going to be coming up. I'm going to be filming that this week. I'm trying to film ahead so that if I don't get a chance to film in Ireland, I can release the videos. But there will be videos from Ireland. At least one for sure. I know that. But anyways. So the next thing we're going to do. So I have those two. I want to show you my perfume collection and talk about the Arabian perfumes. I'm going to do the perfume role play video. We're going to do a crystal store video, crystal shop video, where I'm showing you the new display unit with my crystals. We're going to also do a tour of my studio now that once it's set up and perfect, so you guys can see it, because you seem to like that. And I have a real hard time. You guys know I have my trolley that I film on, and I use it to store stuff for the next couple of videos. It always looks a mess because it's open. I don't know why I didn't come up with this idea sooner. The top comes off. The top is a tray, because technically it's a bar trolley. So what I'm going to do is take the top off, put a tablecloth over it, a really nice one that matches, you know, the celestial state theme probably. Put the tray back on, and then I'm just going to cut down the middle of one side so that I can open and close it, and I'll just put some Velcro. But that way it looks neat. I don't feel bad if it's not perfect, or if I see it's not always calling to me, clean me, clean me, clean me. So that's good. And I don't have to dust it as much either. So, and then I have another video, and I'm hoping to film the video today. And when I do, before I tell you about that one, when I do the Arabian perfume video, I am going to speak directly to two of my besties, Miss Alyssa Jordan and Miss Lori Latte, because one of the perfumes I have opened and I have smelled. And first of all, it's reasonably priced. I got them from Amazon, guys. It's called Marshmallow Bliss, or Marshmallow Blush. It smells so good. And I am not a sweet gourmand perfume person. Even I love this. And it is supposed to be a dupe for the Kayali Yombuji, but it lasts all day. Because I love Kayali, but you guys know, they don't last. It's like Sol de Janeiro. They don't last, so you keep buying them. This stuff is incredible. And when I show you the packaging, I have no words. So And when you see the size of the bottle you get, and the size of the bottle is cheaper than the trial size of the KLE. So, but I'll get to that. So, the reason I thought of that because I'm going to talk about Miss Alyssa Jordan right now. So she did a video unpacking her flower nose makeup, and she got the strawberry set. Well, there are certain people I listen to: Alyssa, Lori, Sarai, Kay, ASMR for Everyone, Peace and Sobriety, and I'm missing somebody, Lullaby Leia. If they mention makeup, Ray Moon, I will listen to her. Jeannie B, I listen to her. When they say, I will go look. I don't necessarily buy it, but I go look. Yeah, I do buy it. Anyways, I looked at Alyssa's, the strawberry set. Okay, first of all, the packaging is what gets you. It's so beautiful, the packaging. And then when I saw the makeup actually on Alyssa, it's stunning. Well, she's stunning anyways, but the makeup looks beautiful. Guys, they have a set called Little Angel. What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do? And then they had a mystery bag. I'm a Gemini. I cannot pass up a mystery bag. I can't. And it's guaranteed double to triple what you paid for. We'll see. We'll decide that together. So I got a notification that it's going to be delivered today, which is pretty quick for delivery. I think it's less than 2 weeks. So I'm going to be filming the unboxing, and I'll release that as well. So I hope you guys like that too. And another thing, oh, there's another video coming up. So tomorrow, for those of you that watched the Mother's Day video, Baby Angel made me that purse, which I love so much, and it's in the Picotin style by Hermes, but it's beautiful, and I love this purse, and there's so much room in it. It's at a DIY place, so you make your appointment. It's E-Day Wow, I think. I'll double check. Anyways, we're going tomorrow. We booked appointments for the same time because you can book parties, you can book 2 people, 1 person, whatever. So when you get there, you've already chosen your purse and your color, and they have all of the pieces, and they're pre-punched. And you sew it. They stand with you, they help you, and you sew it all together and make it yourself. And all of the equipment that you need is there. When you book it, they tell you how long it's approximately going to take. Apparently Baby Angel's very fast. She did hers very quickly, so we'll see how it goes. I'm still going to bring my magnifying glasses though, just to make sure. So I'm so excited, and we ended up choosing, I believe we chose different purses but the same color, which is like a creamy yellow. And I think, I could be wrong, she's making the one she made me, and I'm making, it's very similar, but it has a magnetic closure rather than the buckle and open at the top. And we said we're both going to take them to Ireland with us. But I asked the company if we could film, and if they say yes, it's not going to be the full video, the full 4 hours or 3 hours, whichever, but I can film us going there on the subway with you guys. I can film the shop, I can film when we get there, I can show you the supplies, we'll film part way as we're doing it, if they allow, because respect, right? Respect. And I can't wait, and I might end up doing that as a voiceover video, which will be fun because I can remember things better that way. So this has turned into a very long video. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. We needed a good old catch-up session, you know? It's so good. Oh, I just remembered I have laundry in too. So I've got to go do laundry. So yeah, the house is still still a bit chaotic, but not crazy, chaotic. And I'm looking under my buffet right now because I'm making pens for a church function at Christmas time. So I'm making pens they're going to sell for, like, I'm donating, but they're selling Christmas pens. You know what? Would you like to see some? Yeah, I've got a few made. Okay, hang on one sec. Back. Okay, so like I said, I made a few, and they're going to be in the bags, the holographic bags, so they look professional. They said I could put my sticker on it for Angel on my shoulder, but we'll see. Maybe not. So I tried to stick within certain color schemes. This one is gold with the Christmas red and green and gold. Isn't that cool? And what I did was just a color, a gold, and then a smaller one. And the ones in between are the spacers. And I just tried to make everything match. So there's that one. And then I found these. I don't have a lot of the glitter and the rhinestones, but I figure somebody's gonna want this one. This was an old broken bracelet that I found at the thrift store, because I look at those, right? I'm like, that bead I could make work, that bead so they're just, it was a big bag of broken jewelry. But then I thought this was very icicles. It reminds me of ice and icicles. So I thought that one was cool. Again, on the glitter theme, green. I thought that's so pretty. Isn't it great? I know. And I'm actually going to make some extras, not of Christmas, but just extra pens. You know, if I happen to run into anybody in Ireland, they might like a pen, you know. So I did white with blue, and I found a few of the beads, you know, and this shade of green as well. This reminds me of, you know, Christmas peppermints. This is a bluey green because I thought it was green when I did it, but I liked it, so I kept it in. Okay, and then this one I thought was just sweet. I'm like, okay. Some of them are a little gaudy. Get it? Gaudy? No, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Another one with the blues. I just found the blue and the silver went so well together. This one is special. This one, this bead came from a necklace I used to own, and it's quite heavy. This one to me is more substantial than the rest, with the snowflake. I think it's very pretty. And another green one, and a couple of red. Of course we have to have red, right? I love this red because it has the buffalo check on it, and again the peppermint and the wooden beads. I really like wooden beads on a pen too. So, and then this red I made more glittery, and I really like this one because it's kind of ombre, the purple to the orange to the red. So I thought somebody might like that. And then the last two. The only problem when I use these spacers is they can shift a bit, and you just got to shift them back. Tighten it. There you go. So that's what I've made so far. I think I'm going to make 100 for them, and then I have all the rest of the beads left. And you know I'm going to do a giveaway for you guys. You know I'm going to do a giveaway. It's a given, okay? Plus, you know we're going to do a birthday party for my birthday, which is May 31st. And I normally now am asking you guys, if you want to send me a card, I will send you a postcard back. Don't do it. Don't do it yet. Not yet. It looks like Canada Post is going on strike again as of Friday. So please, we'll do it when I'm back and when the strike is averted. I pray that they're averted because it doesn't help anybody. it only hurts people, you know. So yeah, but normally I'd say send me a card and I will send you a postcard back. And Baby Angel made me the most beautiful postcards that have cherry blossoms on them. I love them so much. And I have new stickers too, so I can't wait to show you guys those. And I will send those when I send you guys stuff. Now, for the birthday party. So the very first year, I heard from a lot of people who told me they don't celebrate their birthdays for a variety of reasons. No, not on my watch. Not on my watch. So I plan a birthday party for you on my birthday, and that makes me very, very happy. There'll be cake, there'll be some surprises, and there's gonna be giveaways, really good giveaways too. My present to you, and we celebrate the fact that I'm glad each and every one of you was born, because I am. And birthdays are really super special to me. And I'm not saying this to feel sorry for myself or anything else, but we didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up. In fact, we were poor. But my birthday being May 31st, I grew up always hearing, oh, tomorrow's rent day. We'll celebrate it later. And sometimes we just didn't. And you know what? It happened. I also remember a big birthday party at Ponderosa and getting a Barbie dream van. So, you know, don't feel sorry. It's okay. It's just the way it was, right? But because of that, I tend to overcompensate on other people's birthdays. So, and I love celebrating people. You know, that gift giving is my love language. So I will be doing giveaways. And I know there'll be at least one, possibly two tote bags, one reading one filled with bookish materials, and one Angel on My Shoulder ASMR, which might be filled with some surprises, including pens and things. I may be giving away a purse from my own collection. That's right. I might be giving away one of my Etsy purses. Just one. But we'll get to that when we get to that. It's only, what is it? 10 days away? 11 days away? It's 11 days away, so. Wow, it's 11 days away. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the video. I'm sorry if I went on and on. I hope you guys stayed with me till the end, because I always want you to know that I love you, I value you, I honor you, I pray for you, and I am so very, very glad that each and every one of you was born.